It is 12 o'clock. Good afternoon. I wish there was a time to say good noon. But happy Tuesday? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm so excited for us to join, for you guys to join us on another live series because it's going to be good. This is going to be good. This is going to be real good. So happy Tuesday. Welcome to our second live series featuring Black History Month. Women's History Month, Lord. Black History Month was last month, okay? During Women's History Month, where we are highlighting some of our favorite women in business. And so last week we got to talk with our business bestie, Nikita G over at One Look Marketing. Lala, whenever you get a second, just hit the plus button in the bottom of the screen to request to join the live. And so we are going to continue with another one of our Emerging Leaders members. And we are going to talk all things careers, wifing, being a mom, and being an entrepreneur as well. So it's going to be a great conversation. I appreciate y'all for joining in today and being on time with us, okay? So just a few things for y'all that do not know. I am Janisha Mays. I am the owner and founder of Eudaimonia Wellness and Beauty. We are a wellness spa located here in Dallas, Texas, where we focus on healthier lifestyles, losing weight, and helping you to be the healthiest you that you can be. And so with that, we are diving into other women in business who are out here killing it. So we are going to bring on our guest for today. Camera, y'all just don't want to stay straight. Oh, there we go.
Hi.
We hear you. We hear you. We're good. We're good. So I'm going to try not to call you Lala today.
Okay.
I'm going to do my best. So if y'all hear me say that, it's because that's wrong. So we are going to get into this talk, y'all. This is Claudia's first live, okay? So, y'all, we're going to clap it up for her. We're going to show some love for her today because, she's going to kill it, okay? So, I would like to first introduce y'all to Mrs. Claudia Mercer. And I want her to give her a little spiel on who she is and what she does. So that I'll let people know who you are. See,
all right.
Already.
Okay. So Nick guaranteed me that this will be a conversation among friends. So yeah. It's a safe place. So allow me to be me. And thank you for having me. As Nisi said, my name is Claudia Mercer. I am a multifaceted woman born and raised in Austin, Texas. Right now, I'm a host of things. I'm a career woman. I work in the oil and gas industry. I am a techie. I am actually a cybersecurity nerd. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I've been working in securing data for oil and gas companies for over 20 years here in the Houston area. In addition to that, that's just my primary job. I'm also a wife of 15 years. I'm a mother of 2 young school-age children, 2 boys, lots of energy. Lots of dynamic, crazy chaos in my house. And I'm also the eldest girl of 5 children with parents who are aging gracefully.
Yeah.
Most days. And a little.
Okay, some days, it's okay.
So that's a little bit about me.
Yes. So, Claudia does a lot of things. She does it all, and she does them gracefully. I will commend her on that. So we want to talk today and have you to share how you are making history during Women's History Month and sharing your story. So kind of give us a little background conversation on, my thing just says I want to stay on how. Yep, there we go. How your journey kind of moved into entrepreneurship.
Yes. Thank you, Nisi. So my journey to entrepreneurship actually stumbled upon me. It came by way of colleagues and friends who I've worked with in the cyber and IT security industry for a very long time, actually calling me and saying, hey, I have a project that I know you could crank out, that I know you could knock out in no time. Do you have your LLC? Do you have your own consulting practice? Could you take on this project for me? And I received many of those phone calls, and I had to say no, because I had to say no or find an alternative option to do the project, because I had not seen myself as a cybersecurity or IT security consultant or advisor for some time. But with all this wealth of knowledge that I've built up, that's exactly what I am. And so it finally got to the point where I had a person contact me. I won't even say her name. But she challenged me in a very, very strong way. And what she said in essence was, either you get your paperwork to take on this project, or I'll have you partner with somebody else. You'll have to pay them an overhead administration fee, because I only want you to do the work. And so what happened is I did have to partner with another company for me to do this specific project and statement set of work, because I did not have my own corporate structure set up, even in this basic sense. And what I had to do was pay part of my hourly rate for completing my project, just to allow me to do the work through this one particular company. And the pay, how much they earned on doing nothing but processing paperwork for me, was enough for me to say, you know what, I need to do something different. I need to get some paperwork in order. And that also happened in the timing where Janisha, Miss Mays, was organizing this fantastic women group of other entrepreneurs, where they were challenging themselves to put their formalities of their business in place, all of them at different spaces and different stages of the journey. But for them to really assess and look at their talents and figure out how we can put the structure in place so that we can start making money for ourselves. And that's really how I started into starting my own LLC and actually doing consulting projects. It actually on me.
That's great, because sometimes, and I am very guilty of this, sometimes we have to be pushed into areas because other people see things in us that we may not see, or they push us into this area because they know that we can do it. We just have this thought process on ourselves, like, am I good enough? Is this something I can do? Do I have the confidence? Do I have the knowledge? Like, us as women, I feel like that is a thing that we often fall into that cycle of. And I am guilty of doing the same thing, that I don't feel that, yeah, I think I can do it, but can I really do it? And so we second guess ourselves a lot when, like you said, you have the knowledge, you have the experience, you just didn't have that belief in yourself to say, yeah, could I do it? But let's talk about that. Was it a belief in yourself, didn't think you could do it? Or was it something else, like, I have all these other things going on? Or is this just something that you never just thought about in general?
I think that I spent so much time making the companies that I work for profitable. Optimized, process driven. I have, implemented solutions and technologies for all of them. I found it so easy and comfortable to make using their money.
Yeah.
So a piece of that was fear, and also the risk factor of stepping out on myself and my talents, and believing, we talked a little bit about believing that I could do it and stand on my own. And this was just for a part-time project. I was debating with myself about that. When someone called me specifically and said, I am not hiring anybody else, you are doing this project. And I still paused and doubted myself. And then it had to come down, like I said, it had to come down to a money game. I had to what that translated and what that looked like in order for me to step out of a boundary of fear and decide, I'm going to do something different. And like I said, it came at perfect timing with some other personal challenges being presented to me. And I knew that I just had to move, scared, fearful, not sure how everything will work out. And I'm still not sure how it's all going to work out when I get a project, but I do it anyway.
Yes.
Do it anyway.
That's the lesson in there. That is the lesson. So talk to us about how has it been juggling a full-time career, juggling being a mom, juggling being a wife, juggling being an entrepreneur, and finding time to put your passion into all of that as well.
It is what I call, and there's a beautiful song by Tidra Moses. It's called Beautiful Chaos. And I love me some Tidra, but that is what it is at times. It is beautifully imperfect. It is sporadic. It's chaotic. But at the same time, I'm finding so much fuel and enjoyment outside of myself to get these things done. I am a career woman by choice. I am a working mother by choice. But it is also perfectly fine just to be one or the other. And I want to say this on the call because I know in my work environment, I talk to so many women who feel like, there's no shame in having one or the other and or doing both. It is just my choice to challenge my this way. Being a mom, I'm not perfect. Being a career woman, I'm not perfect. Being an entrepreneur, I'm not perfect. But I find a way to pull it all together and do them all because they make me happy. They make me happy. They make me feel fulfilled. When I get those extra projects that I can do in my entrepreneurial world, it fuels me, even though it feels a lot like work. It fuels me in a different way, maybe because the pay looks different, but I just find a lot of joy and excitement from staying busy and staying active and using my mind and my talents in a productive way.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Because I find that a lot of women that I've even come in contact with, they feel like they have to pick one, and you have to put yourself in this box to say, oh, well, I can only do this thing. Oh, I can only do this thing. Oh, I can only do this. And society sometimes kind of makes it difficult for us to look outside of that box too, because they place us in this box.
Yeah, and so
like you can do what you want to do, and as long as it feels you, do how you want to do. So tell us how, because you are also a fitness enthusiast. So how do you find the time to do fitness and fitness competitions and do everything else?
Well, you know what? I'm going to give you the backstory of how I got into the fitness enthusiasm as well, because this is a reward that came on the back of necessity, to be honest with you. In the summer of 2021, coming out of COVID, as many of us did, I was faced with some very significant changes in my health, significant changes that made me go on a host of medications for a laundry list of things that I knew were hereditary and things that are present in my family, but I just didn't think it would happen to me. And I definitely didn't think it would happen so soon. But I was presented after a physical with that information. And the doctor said to me, you're young enough to make the changes. You're young enough to make the changes. I'm going to tell you what you have to do, what you need to do. But if you decide not to do them, I'll just keep writing scripts for you, and we can have that kind of relationship. She told me that. And I
like that, doctor.
And I looked at her and I was like, whoa, hold on, wait a minute, honey bun. I tried to keep my neck straight, but I couldn't. I had to roll it. She's like, yeah, we can have that relationship, and you can follow the line of all the rest of your family members, brown and black, who are dealing with the same problems. And I could not do that. Absolutely not. Not an option. So I went on an entire overhaul of my eating habits, nutrition, invested in a personal trainer, invested in healthy foods and invested in nutrition, and really invested the time to figure out what worked well for me to pursue a healthy lifestyle. I knew I wanted it to be a lifestyle. Anyone who has known me for a number of years knows that I used to be an athlete. I ran track collegiately, and was active my whole life. But after having children and life taking its turns and things like that, I found myself under an enormous amount of stress, a lot of life changes, and my health just took the bear of it. And so I made that decision to segue into building a healthy lifestyle, not a diet. I didn't want to be on a roller coaster. Anything that I did, I wanted it to be for life. And I am here in spring of 2023 in a sustaining mode of that healthy lifestyle that I've built. And in building that healthy lifestyle came this renewed connection to Claudia, the athlete. She was in there. She just took a real long break. Anybody know, I haven't ran track for 25 years.
And the girl, okay, the girl was good.
I was a very hard worker. There's one thing about me, you're never going to outwork me. You're gonna try, but I'm also so consistent that I will keep coming back like a dog, baby. And I will.
She get what she want, okay, and she gonna get it.
I will.
She gonna get it.
You might be faster, but I'm gonna finish, and I'm gonna finish with impact. And so, the byproduct of investing in my health and wellness was, like I said, this connection to Claudia, the athlete, the renewed. I gotta pause because this journey has been real for me. The renewed connection to how much movement was required for me as an individual. It's that part of learning yourself and learning what works for you. Movement is so essential for me that it's like drinking water. I have to have it. And now I know that about myself. There's not a day that I don't go without doing something in movement. It's not always physical, the extensive workout. It ain't always the crazy workout you see me doing at athletic club, but it could be a walk in the circle, a bike ride with my kids, walking outside to ground myself in the earth, stretching before I go to bed, but I have to move my body, dancing. So not only just connecting to my love for athletics, connecting to deeply what inside me works and what makes me tick. I don't move, it's a problem. My husband, I'm in my kindergarten room, ode to the baby bed. They ask me if I get a little bit too cranky, they say, Mommy. And my youngest son's mixed name is Chachi. So Chachi said, Mommy, you been to the gym today? Because they know when Mama goes to the gym, Mama comes back so much better. She's in a mood. She cooks the best meals when she's in a better mood. She likes to play. She's smiling more. So fitness to me has really, really become more than just a workout every day. It releases my mind. It releases my soul. It is my stress relief. It is my outlet. I'm saying it is my thing.
Baby, listen. And I love how you say it's the movement, and you can hear the passion behind how you feel about it, because so many people feel that, oh, I have to work out or do these HIIT workouts and all that, but it's the movement that you need. It's not just about, it's the movement, and like you said, it's the investment in your health. If you don't take the investment, and look how that in turn affects your family, that in turn affects your children, because now you're instilling in them that they can grow up and live healthier lifestyles and not have to start at scratch from zero like some of us had to, because that's not something that generationally we've been taught. And so it is amazing to see that your kids are seeing like, oh no, Mommy, you got to go, if y'all her boys are her boys, okay? So they gonna tell you, okay, baby, you got to get it together. Go outside, go work, go do something.
And they'll tell me, let's run to the mailbox. Let's go pick up some pine cones. Like, come on, sis, you got to go outside.
Okay, get some vitamin D. But that is so it's amazing to hear, because so many women just feel like our health is always the one thing that just takes the back seat. We are everything else for everybody else, and we neglect us first. We take care of our families, we take care of our jobs, we take care of our spouses. Who takes care of us?
Yeah.
So we all do. And then it's just like, okay, everything goes out the window, because now, like you said, you are faced with these decisions that and I say I love the provider, because some providers would have just let you just be like, okay, this is what you add, here's your prescriptions, and I'll refill them. But she was honest to say, you can make the change. Anything that it comes to your health, you can always make a change. If you are diagnosed and put on medication, that does not mean, I tell my clients and my patients all the time, that is not a life sentence for you unless you allow it to be.
Correct.
You can get off those medications. You can make these modifications, these healthy lifestyle modifications, but you have to be the one to do it. Nobody can do it for you.
Correct. And that takes, you said it takes an investment. It's prioritizing that it is something that you have to do, and you got to prioritize failing fast, because you got to figure what works for you. What I'm talking about today, what you might see on my Instagram for these are real workouts that I do that challenge me. It might not work for you.
True.
It might not be safe.
True. And be clear, you ain't start that way.
No way. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So y'all gonna have to go check out Claudia's page, because she has her transformation that she has taken herself through. What y'all see now, baby, this was a journey. Like she said, this was a journey, and she's very transparent on where her journey started and where she is now. Because our start is not, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And she has came through and killed it. And she's found a love for something that she really is like, the passion behind it is there. You can't truly have it all. You can truly do it all, but you've got to find what fuels you.
Yeah. Find what.
And it may not look the same for everybody, and that's okay.
Absolutely.
But you got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with people around you, because you need the support system as well. Like, I know that Claudia would not have been able to do any of this if it was not for her support system, her having her family to be supportive, her husband to be supportive, her kids. Like, everybody goes on the journey with you.
Yeah.
Whether you ask them to be on it or not, everybody goes on the journey.
You coming.
Because, no, baby, I cannot do that. We can go out, but I cannot do that. Well, we might not be able to go to that restaurant. We may have to make some other changes. I might not be able to sit out with y'all and drink and do all this. Like, everybody has to understand. And so you have to be transparent with yourself and with other people around you. Like, it's no shame that everybody has a journey.
Yeah. And I will share something that I saw on the Instagram page, Dope Chicks. So they had last summer, and this particular post was so powerful to me. And it said, in essence, don't make excuses. If it's not a priority or you're not ready to deal with it, admit this to yourself. It's okay. Realize that you may be taking a shortcut or a side path for that now, but don't make an excuse about it. If you're scared, say you're scared. If you don't want to deal with it right now, say you don't want to deal with it right now. But when you get ready to tackle that thing, just realize how making that change is going to contribute to your happiness, and it's going to be attainable. So if I'm not ready today, am I ready tomorrow? Am I ready in April for Q2? Am I going to be ready in June? So it looks different for everybody, but just admit to yourself, and we all have to get to this point. It's not a priority for me right now. I cannot put that on the docket, but when is it going to be a priority? Whether that's starting that business, whether that's investing more time in yourself, whether that's dedicating some more time to maybe family needs, whether that's dedicating time to a different relationship, or whatever that looks like. When? Just admit it. Either you're willing or you're not willing. When you're willing, you'll make it a priority.
Yep. That starts.
Or your life will make it a priority. But it's all. I came home. My husband was probably freaked out because I was like, look, I'm about to spend money. Don't buy me in summer 2021. I said, my anniversary's in July. Don't buy me a purse. Don't buy me no shoes. I'm about to sign up for this gym for 6 months. Whatever you were going to do for me, I don't want it. Don't. I need this 6 months of training. And I just poured myself into it, and I just couldn't stop. And I want to say just how much dedicating time and attention to myself has made me so much better as a person. I feel like I'm better at work. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm better at home. I'm a better daughter. I'm a better soror. I'm a sorority sister. I'm a better cousin. I'm a better everything because I am pushing myself to do things that make me uncomfortable. I am in places that I would not have intentionally put myself in because they ain't cozy. They ain't cute. They are none of that. But I've grown, and you will grow so much more when you think about how you come out of adversity. Those tough spots, those situations you didn't ask to be in, losing that person you love, that relationship going south, that house being empty and all them kids are gone and it's just you and you yourself or you and your spouse. It's just like it puts you in a different place where you have to reconnect with bottom line who you are and what you want to do, what you want.
And I like that can be uncomfortable for a lot of people. God, you're great at this. See, let me tell y'all, this is why Lala is our book club leader. This is why. Because the conversations and the places that she is going to take you and put you in for you to really think, this is why she was put into that position to be our book club leader, because it really, like, she pulls out the stuff from us to make us be like, dang, I didn't even think about that. Well, dang, okay, how can I do this? Well, dang, how can I? Because it be making me think like, well, shoot, okay. No, let me sit back and let me think how I can do this. And I'm gonna give y'all in a little backstory. Okay, I gotta keep it cute because while I'll be on the schedule. Okay.
You're fine.
So me and Claudia are second cousins. And so it's how this all came together. Lala and I said I was calling Lala, but we having a girl conversation, so it's just gonna get real comfortable with it, okay?
Yes.
So Lala has always been like, she doing it, I'ma do it. If she gonna go after it, I'ma do it. So it made me say, if she can fix it, and if she can figure it out, I can too. So for me, that's always been like a roadblock. You need that. You need somebody that you can really look at and say, if she can make the changes and if she can fight through it, then she gives me something to fight for. And to see, like, we're cousins, but we sister cousins, okay? I will tell y'all that, okay? We are very close. We are very integrated, okay? I'm an only child, but I'm really not. Her sisters, they're my sisters. So, you know, we have developed our relationships. I mean, they've known me my whole life. Okay, I'm 33, but they've known me since I was in the womb. So she's always been somebody who strives to whatever it is she wants, she's going to get it. No matter what it looks like, no matter the adversity, no matter what's put in front of her, she's done it. And she continues to do it. And for me, that makes me say, oh, I can do that too. Because I'm seeing somebody who's passionate about what they do and passionate about how they feel about life. And even when she's stuck in a corner, she's going to come out swinging. Now, you might want to move out the way because she's going to win and she's going to win. Stay clear. But you need people in your circle to be able to say, if I can do it, even if I don't see it in myself, I see somebody else who can. She's always been that for me.
I love you.
My whole life. Whether it's going to college, whether it's in life, whether it's been anything, she's always been that for me. So I want y'all to have the person who's always been, and y'all, she know I cry about everything, so this ain't nothing to do for her. But I needed y'all to understand that you can really do whatever it is that you say that you want to do. You can do it. It might not be alone. You may feel like you're alone, but you're not. Like, there are people who, if you see that somebody else can attain and reach their goals, why can't you? And voila, is that for me. So, I'm gonna jump too. Yes. So I want y'all to really understand that as women, we don't have to be stuck in a box. We don't have to be only identified to say, oh, well, I'm this person to this person. Oh, I'm so-and-so's wife. Or I'm so-and-so's mom. Or I'm so-and-so's this. Like, who are you?
Are you?
And you have to be clear with yourself. And Lala has gotten so crystal clear with who she is, that maybe there is nothing that will get in her way. She's always been like that, but it's different. Her as a mom, her as a wife, and as a career woman, it is different for her to know who she truly is now on the level that she did not 20 years ago. It's a different level. But it all started with, I know I have to make a change. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how it's going to feel. I don't know who's going to be around to support me. I don't know who's going to be okay with this change. But I have to do it for me. Nobody else. And oftentimes, we are waiting for the validity and the confirmation from other people. That don't matter. Yeah. If you say that there's something that you want to do, I need you to make the decision, to make the choice to say that you're going to change it. Whether it's your life, whether it's your health, whether it's being a mom, whether it's being a wife, whatever it is that you feel like that you identify as, don't let that be the only thing that you identify yourself as. You were you before you were anything to them.
And that's, I want to just interject really quickly, Nisi, because that's the essence of how we start to evolve as women in business, in life, in our sisterhood, in our network. This is an opportunity for us to be completely vulnerable and say, yes, there were many years where I was like just on a path, like I was in a cloud, like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was in survival mode. But it is going to come a time where you can be real still with yourself and understand who you are. How do I feel? What do I need? What do I want? That doesn't matter if it's business, relationship, spiritual. You pick the realm. You're going to have to get in with yourself and figure those things out. Who am I today? Who do I want to be tomorrow? Because that lady may need some growth and evolution. That's okay. But you want to start setting yourself up in terms of your changes, your game plan for your life, changing your habits, your your things that you are doing, so you can get to that person that you want to be, and realize that when you get to her,
oh baby,
because she's gonna be next level.
High power. Okay.
She's gonna be next level. She's gonna be kicking ass and taking so many names that it ain't gonna be no holding her back. But where you are today is one of the most important things. I am, a believer. So there's one thing that I know I must trust God even when I don't understand the why. Because he's move and work that thing out for you in ways that you cannot even imagine, even at your lowest. I can't remember who said it this week, but I was listening to a podcast, and the essence was that God's appointed time And things they want you to do will always work out for you, not against you.
That's it.
Because in our plans, in our human flesh, in our minds, we think that we're being set back, or, oh, that person's moving on and they getting this and they're getting that. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Connect and spend a lot of time understanding and connecting to yourself, building your relationship with your spiritual power, and realizing it's always going to work out for you. Not
always.
Not against you. Even the setbacks. Fail fast and get up and keep going. That's what you have to do.
You do.
That's what you have to do. So
I got to give you. So Sharon, the Advocate, says, Claudia, you are amazing, and I stay encouraged by your endurance and your spirits. I love you. Reese Forever says she is Woman King. She is. She says she always has the right words to make it all make sense, and you feel better with yourself. Because she's that. She is that. So I want to briefly kind of touch on how we move and segue, and this is why she's our book club leader, but how has it been for you being in our emerging leaders group and really pushing yourself and challenging, being amongst a group of women that you know, but other women entrepreneurs, and when we get real close and we get there.
I'm loving it, because although I'm the expert outside of work and this little house and this house with this kindergartner, when I step into our book, when I step into our emerging group, man, these ladies got it together. So where I'm trying to go on the entrepreneurial route, they've been there, they've done that. They are so insightful. They are so gracious with their knowledge and their sharing. So it is the reverse that's happening, I be feeding them in one way, but they are feeding me totally in a totally different way. And I think that is the beauty of the mutual exchange of women. We are so, dynamic and multi-layered and multifaceted, and we can share amongst, from a 20-year-old to a 30 to 40 to 50, like we are all contributing and learning so much from each other. And that's what I love about this group. These ladies are so far gone on the entrepreneurial path. Like, I'm like, damn, if I would have been shit 25 years ago, I probably wouldn't be working for these oil and gas companies. I would be doing something else. But I really enjoyed that. And them giving me the opportunity to connect with being the book club leader. I love books. I love reading. I love words. I love how language is used and how it's flipped and turned. So this is just a natural compliment to who I am and what I love to do. So I thank y'all for entrusting me and going along with my crazy book club.
No, we thank you. Okay. So in our group, we have a different book that we try to mutually agree upon. Okay. I say try because sometimes they don't agree with some of the book choices. But we read the book and we sit down collectively and we have a heartfelt discussion about the book. And Lala brings, baby, she brings, okay, she make you sit down and you gonna think through. You ain't gonna just read this book. You're gonna apply it to your life. You're gonna take something and what can you use to move forward with it, and how can you reflect on what this book meant to you. That's what she does. It is amazing. So, like, she's just great at what she does. I mean, she's just that. Look, you got the little sister, well, the middle sister in there, the older sister. She is that. So I had to take a keep time. See, I'm making sure I keep time. Okay. So let these beautiful people know how they can connect with you. How can they find you? How can they keep in touch with you? Because you do know that we do this again.
Yes, I know. We will do it again. I know we have a lot more to talk about, but
because baby, this conversation got this guy got a good line. It got real good.
And we got more. We got more.
Ooh, baby, because you didn't pull down some. My brain is firing right now. It's firing.
And
Aesthetics Barling, no, this is not an online book club. It is a book club that is in our emerging leaders group.
Yes.
Which our community is coming to Facebook. So if you want information on our group, just definitely send me a DM and say emerging leaders.
Yeah.
So how can they connect with you?
Connect to me. I'm only on IG, so it's the real Claudia M on Instagram. I will be continuing to evolve in my social media presence.
I mean, y'all gotta let me know. Y'all gotta give us some hearts or something. Let her know how this is her first live. Did y'all tell this is her first live? Like, she's never been on live before.
No.
And she would not have agreed to it. It was kind of like, okay, yeah, you got this, what going on? Okay, so next week, what day works for you? Tuesday, that works? All right, we're gonna do it then. That's literally how the conversation went. That's true.
That is true. This is a challenge. Nisi is great about finding the ways to challenge me in ways that I did not think. But I appreciate that about you. I appreciate that you are allowing me to display myself in different ways and opening myself to new challenges. It is also, part of us bringing out the best in each other. And I appreciate you always seeing those different things in me and knowing that this group and this body of women may need a different voice. And I'm happy to share what has worked for me. And I look forward to coming back. It's Women's History.
We can bring you on anytime, okay? If y'all want to see more of Claudia Mercer, baby, you can bring it, be our guest at any time and any day, because you bring the energy that we need over here. Like you bring that.
Thanks.
So we love to have you talk about what it means to be a wife and what it means to be a career. But the passion that you have for that health and wellness, that's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing.
We're gonna get into that, and I don't want my trainer on that live when we get into that. But shameless plug, where I am at in my physical transformation, I work out extensively at Alaycon Athletics, and Prince Tunde is my trainer. It is a love-hate relationship in terms of the challenge that he puts me through. But a lot of the strategies that I'm learning in my physical transformation, as I said, I'm also taking them outside of the gym, and I'm applying them in life. I apply them in work. I'm having to apply them in the challenges that I'm being given in my women empowerment business community. So I just want everybody on here to know that, wherever you start with changing yourself, evolving yourself, that is the perfect place. Incremental, small changes. Because I am big into affirmation statements now. I know, Nisi, you have a few I am statements on your Instagram. So I'm going to share a few I am statements that I have been writing for myself since I started my journey in the summer of 2021. Mm-hmm. I am enough. I am enough as I am. I am a warrior. I'm a woman. I'm resilient. I'm blessed. I am perfectly flawed. I am God's child, and therefore I am God's gift to the world. I am love. I am my ancestors' dreams. I am my dream. I'm my daddy's dream. I'm my mama, my grandpa, my mama Gladys. I am their dream come true, and so are you. And don't ever forget that. Come in love, come in peace, and just wake up every day and be your best. I promise you, it's gonna be okay.
I love it. I'm gonna take these. Send me that, because I'm gonna do something with it.
Oh my gosh, Nisi, the mastermind is always.
Listen, I always gonna have I'm telling you, y'all know, I'm gonna always have a thought process behind something. Don't you worry.
I love it. I love it.
Send me that.
And thank you.
I'm gonna get that for
everybody. The opportunity to just connect, to hear you, to see you. I appreciate it. And as we come back and I get to share more information about my entrepreneurial journeys and wherever those different things may lie, I will keep you all posted and keep you informed on my journey. But just know that God's appointment for you will always work out. It's not going to work against you. It will not. It will not. It will not. So if y'all want to see Claudia Mercer on this live and on us again, y'all got to let us know. Y'all got to show us some love. Y'all, she did amazing.
Y'all would not have believed that this was her first time ever hitting the live button. She ain't want to do it. She did not.
I didn't even know how to do it. Thank you for the at the front of the video to tell me, Claudia, turn on your live.
I was like, hit the join button, baby, because I know she has no idea what to do. We always, in our groups, we be having technical difficulties. We always know who got to have the technical difficulties. It's Lala. Okay? It don't have no sound. Lala, we can't see you. We can't hear you. It's always going to be her. Tech genius, but baby,
not social technology.
Yes, it definitely it gets us. So we will definitely be seeing more of Claudia here. Like she said, Claudia, you did an amazing job. You did amazing. And I thank you so much for trusting me to allow you to come onto this platform. This live will be saved because everybody who wasn't able to join us live needs to catch this replay. Because baby, this was good. Y'all had me up here and crying today. It ain't the first time, okay? I don't cry on the purpose. Have always been like that. So you did an amazing job. I say thank you so much for stepping out of that comfort zone and saying, okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
You didn't give me.
We didn't have no script. No, nothing. This was off the dome. And Lala is a person and she likes to have order and organization. What are we gonna do? What we talk about? How is this gonna be? I said we ain't doing that. She said, oh, okay. So we just gonna go for it. Yep, we just gonna go for it. But I know what Lala is capable of doing. Okay, I know what she can do, and I know what her box is, and I'm always step her outside her box because I know what she can do. I know what she's capable of. Lala has so many talents. I can't tell. Like I said, some stuff I gotta keep reserved for myself because I've been needing them for myself. One of these days I'll get y'all the talent. You can't have them all, but she has so many talents. Don't worry, she's gonna be all up and through here because I feel like her journey, her story, y'all need that. Y'all need it because these statements right here, baby. Don't worry, I'm right. We getting it. So y'all show some love for Claudia joining us today. It was amazing. Everyone enjoyed the live. We will definitely be saving this as well. She got her bracelet on, baby. She got them on. I can't wear them at work. I lost one at work, and I ain't never wore another one to work again. It popped out of my glove, and it vanished. So I appreciate y'all for joining us. Lala, thank you so much. I said I wasn't going to call you that, but y'all know. People just going to be calling you Lala now.
Affectionate. And thank you, sis, for dropping my Instagram in the chat. Affectionate.
Yes, thank you.
Call me Claudia. Call me Lala only if you're a friend.
Okay. Don't call me that if you don't know. So y'all be sure to go follow her. She posts her workout every day. She is in them stories every day. If y'all seeing the work and the sweat and the grit that she's putting in the gym, you can see it. You can DM her if y'all have any questions about anything. She's free to give her some time because she may not know how to get back to you. Just give her a moment. It ain't that she's intentionally ignoring you. She wouldn't. She just got to figure that thing out.
I'm getting better.
You're getting real good. I know she'll tag you up and stuff. She asked stuff to do it. She good. So definitely show her some love. Hit that follow button for her. And y'all have not seen the last of her here on Eudaimunia's page. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you, Cece. Love you.
Love you too.
We'll see you next time.
On the next time. We'll be back next week, y'all. Deuces.